going to teach you a very simple process that is going to help you to become calm, clear, and confident when you're in a state of overwhelm. First of all, what you're going to do is get a piece of paper and write down all of the things that are in your mind. Everything you're thinking about goes on the piece of paper. So if you start to run out of all of the things, ask yourself, what am I thinking about? Up to 70% of our daily thoughts are negative. They're running on autopilot and they're redundant negative thoughts. Therefore, creating this list is the first step for clarity. Limit yourself to 5 minutes and write down everything that comes to mind. Once you have listed everything down on a piece of paper, create a table that has 3 columns. Your first column will be your biggest one, and this one is going to be titled Ditch. This column is going to contain any of the things that you've listed that are out of your control, or that is an unnecessary thought. Things you can't do anything about anyway, so they don't need to be taking up your mental space. The next column is going to be called Defer. That's what we move on to next. So we're deferring things into the future. So everything that goes in this column is everything that's too far in the future for you to actually need to worry about right now. You don't need to spend time, energy, and brain power worrying about it currently. Your future self can worry about it at a later date. If in doubt, ask yourself, is this something that requires my immediate attention? Or are you just assuming that it needs your immediate attention? The next column is going to be titled Delegate. This column is going to contain all of the things that are actually able to be delegated to someone else. Because you can do something doesn't mean you need to do something. This is where you're allocating the thought or the task to the person it belongs to, or the person that can do it. Then you're actually going to be left with the do pile. This is your action taking step with the things you can actually do that need to be done now. So what you're going to do is do these things within a 24 to 48 hour period. You're going to create an action sequence. And the best way to do this is to actually use your phone and use your calendar or your reminders and itemize all of the things that you actually need to do and set some alarms and make a sequence and try and do the ones that annoy you the most and are the biggest effort. Do them first, because you'll start to feel like you're achieving something and ticking things off and celebrating each win as you go. By doing this and creating that clear, defined, logical space and plan and action and organizing those things in your mind, you're going to realize that although you do have things going on and although you are busy, you really do have control of your life and the things that happen and what you need to take action on and what's really just sucking energy for no reason, or things that belong to someone else but not to you personally. To gain a deeper insight into what is actually driving that negative thought pattern in your mind and what you can do to put a stop to it completely instead of trying to deal with it with an activity like this, I invite you to go to my bio. I have a link there which actually has a free masterclass on learning how to actually stop that in its tracks. Stop the overwhelm, stop all of those negative thoughts from occurring so you don't have to organize these